Good evening and thanks for watching 27 News at 10. I'm Kelli Peltier. We start first tonight with a scary situation for a Kansas family after a dog attack put their 3-year-old in the hospital. I'm here just to the east of K-State's campus. The Chi Omega house is right behind me, and as you can see, there's debris strewn everywhere. The road is still closed off tonight. David, this house behind me in St. George on Kelly Lane is just one of the homes St. George police tell me they served search warrants on yesterday morning. The winds are extremely high. That's really what we're dealing with. You can see here behind me this sign. The wind is so strong. I mean, it completely just took it right off of this. It has this QR code on it right here, and all you have to do is take the camera on your phone, hover over the code like this. And after a landmark decision this morning in the Supreme Court, pro-right activists gathered at the State House in downtown Topeka. And here in northeast Kansas, we had our fair share of severe weather, from hail to high winds and even confirmed tornadoes. A man who was killed on the turnpike today has now been identified. This is a large tree down in front of someone's front yard here on 10th Avenue and Medford. Tonight, Stormont Vale is facing critical staffing issues as COVID cases continue to put stress on the hospital system. Well, last night, a mobile home in Topeka catching fire. That fire broke out just before 8 p.m. The Topeka Fire Department was dispatched to Southeast 25th Street, and after an investigation, they say there was no foul play suspected. And one of the biggest ways that I've seen people prepare for all that snow is by filling up their cars with gas early, just in case they do have to get out anywhere. Right now, that triage phone line is only available Monday through Friday, but Dr. Wood tells me he's hoping in the future they'll be able to offer that phone line to patients 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's right, Becky. I've been out here since about 4 this morning, and when I first got out here, it was pretty tame. There wasn't a lot of snow coming down. It wasn't super windy, but now a few hours later. All right, now no one has actually beat this challenge yet. Joel, you're looking to be the first one. Do you think you can do it today?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try my best. I won't jinx it, but, knock on wood, hopefully we can do Topeka proud.
And it was a special reunion today for some Kansas veterans this 4th of July weekend. More than 100 students and community members were at Wamego High School today, celebrating the 10-year anniversary of some veterans' honor flight. There's a couple of things, of course, besides a big win that we're all hoping for on Sunday that you need for game day. Of course, I'm talking about one, food. You want some delicious food, and then you also want some clothes. Now here at Hy-Vee in Topeka, they have all of those necessities that you're going to need. Let's throw some things in here in our cart. We've got some snack mix. From Mass Street to Allen Fieldhouse, the celebrations continue tonight for KU fans after that Elite 8 win. Well, thanks so much for watching Fox 43 News at 9.
Have a good one.
Brooke, Molly, today the Linares family received a letter in their mailbox demanding they stop waving their Mexican flag alongside their American flag outside their home. Now, despite that hateful message, tonight they're sharing their story to let others know they're proud of who they are and won't be shamed by anyone.
It's our flag and it's our roots and our property.
Teresita Linares and her family moved to Topeka from Kansas City a year ago, right in the middle of the COVID pandemic. This letter with no return address left in their mailbox wasn't at all the warm welcome they were hoping for.
If you have become an American, you should fly our flag proudly and pack the Mexico flag in a box and never open it.
The anonymous letter goes on to tell Linares and her family to return back to Mexico. Cruel words for Teresita, whose family migrated here years ago, and 3 of her children were born in the United States. Now the letter has her worried for the safety of her children, and sad that in 2021, her children still have to deal with discrimination like this.
I don't know, it's just so much hate that's still going around here, and it's just old mentality, and there are people stuck in their old ways and really don't want to open up.
Tonight, just days before we celebrate Independence Day across America, home to a melting pot of nationalities, Teresita hopes other multicultural families will embrace all that makes them unique.
They can fly their flags and still be proud to be an American and a Mexican or wherever they're from.
Teresita says not only are they keeping both flags up, she plans to buy more Mexican flags to wave proudly in front of their home. Reporting live in Southeast Topeka, covering local news that matters, Kelli Peltier, KSNT News. Viola Edgeworth is 88 years old and a Chiefs fan through and through.
I'm a Chief forever.
She's beat cancer twice and is now facing stage 4 kidney failure. Her family says throughout all of her health struggles, the Chiefs have always been there to brighten her day.
Her team always seems to spring her back into action. So, just a week ago, she couldn't hardly get out of bed. And this last game got her up and running again.
Like so many other Chiefs fans who've waited 50 years for this moment, Viola says the wait was worth it.
I tell you what, this is the best thing I could ever have. You seeing this in the Super Bowl.
Viola says there's only one outcome for Sunday's game.
What do you mean, if we win, we're gonna win?
And if they can pull it off, Viola's lifelong dream would finally come true.
I just want to see, them make it to the Super Bowl and get that win for her. That's all she's ever wanted. It's all I've ever wanted for her. So.
As for her advice to the team before the big game,
just tell Andy to keep on them. Make them win. For them.
And for Viola. In Topeka, Kelli Peltier, Fox 43 News.
She was my person. Sorry.
A year after the tragic murder of Jackie Dupee's older sister, Jerry Ross, the pain of losing her best friend is still fresh.
We miss her a lot at all of our events because she was always, the big personality.
In August of last year, Jerry Ross was in front of her Topeka home when she was killed by a stray bullet. Tonight, her accused killer, Tony Baird, is behind bars, but her family is still waiting for a conviction.
Every time a new court date comes up, it just brings everything back up.
While Ross's family waits for justice, they're raising awareness for gun violence in hopes that other families don't have to feel the same pain. They're fundraising for the local organization Friends of the Canine Vest Midwest.
They're the ones who are going out in the line of duty to not only protect us, our community, but their fellow officers as well.
Bulletproof vests for these canines range from $700 to $2,000, and the group relies entirely on fundraisers like today's. Her sister says Ross would be proud they're finding ways to give back despite this senseless act.
Just know that she was funny and fun-loving and really caring.
They can't be left behind because they're who they are.
It's a car wash with a purpose. The Capper Foundation is a nonprofit in Topeka, working to improve the lives of people with disabilities.
They have to be treated the same way as everyone else.
The organization's auto detail shop, teaching valuable lessons of responsibility and earning a paycheck.
How to dress appropriately, how to communicate with customers, how to interact with one another.
The goal is to give them the skills needed to get a job in the community.
It's make me feel good to see them doing something that they want to do, and they're given a chance to do things that they like to do.
So it may look like a regular car wash, but for these employees, it's a way to make sure they aren't left behind in the workforce.
Even if it's with a disability, we don't want them to be held back. We want them to be as independent as possible.
Not just building their abilities, but empowering them along the way. Reporting in Topeka, covering local news that matters, Kelli Peltier, KSNT News.